the day after, the night before. Devastating either way. 12 o'clock before I got in bed last night. Then I've got to start the big clean up. That's got to be took apart. That's just scrap now. So we tried to put the tape on. Showed that video last night. Still some water in there that's got to be emptied out, cleaned out and put all my junk back in it. Get in there, empty that water out. Get these filters in some water. Got a couple of buckets there waiting for that. Try and find out why that died a death. I could imagine any water going back into that, flying back through that, but it might have been. Brand new diaphragms I just put in, so I'll sort that out. The first thing is try and tidy up. At the end of the day, Mason's got to play here still. I messaged the guy about an IBC tank, but he's getting this out of here and an IBC tank in. First thing is start tidying up. First things first, check on the fry. They have been up the top. I've just put a bit of food in. And I've just noticed, looks like my heater's packed up as well now. Something else. Oh well. Fishing screen round up here's Larry in the new hole, temporary hole. So here we go then. That is proper minging. I'll show you that later. If you remember, that was a filter floss stuff that I bought off Temu. Other places available. That's all been stripped down. All this stuff's in there for now. As you can imagine, everything's flooded. Just drained that warfare off, really, was it? Look how little water's in there. So that's been working absolutely perfect. And you can see the crack more. How on earth that's cracked? I ain't got a clue. Look at that. Right the way along there. And that's been full of water for I don't know how long. But I've got to be honest, when I stood in it to take the weight off the bottom of the tank, I actually stood on that edge thinking that was the strongest part, which you would think being a ledge. What's going on with me? That's better. Yeah, I put more body weight on that as to opposed to putting it on this area here when I took that plug out. So just a silly thing getting that plug out, but I put a piece of string through the hole, which I don't want to do obviously because the fish banging into it. I'd have just pulled that string, I wouldn't have had this problem. And more body weight obviously. I still don't understand how that's cracked. I can actually see daylight through it. You can actually see the insulation just glistening, shining through that crack. It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. And this, somebody messaged me saying this is the wrong shape, this tank, for what I was using it for. Me personally, this is perfect. You've got no square corners in there at all, and the same at the bottom. There's no corners or nothing, them all rounded off. Okay, you've got a bit of a ledge there. There's not a lot of crap on that. Bit of a ledge there. You can see there's no crap on that at all, apart from the green. And that ledge there is as clean as when I put it in the tank. A little bit of scuffy there, which you expect. That's a crying shame. Now, I've got to take Mason's trampoline down, so I can put this wheelie bin where the trampoline is, strip the wheelie bin down. I've just, what am I selling the trampoline for? As hard as it is, what I'm going through, I have to continue. I would just like to say, Massive thank you to all the people who watch the videos and send me messages, and some of them private messages. What I'll show you on here is my life. You know, there's loads of videos out there that show you all the good stuff. Mine's all bad stuff. Just getting it up and running nice. Another setback after setback. I mean, this is major. This is just, I messaged Vince yesterday. I said put a video out ASAP. Whoever wants to fry, they can have them for nothing. I'll have to come and fetch them. I just don't know what to do. I haven't got a clue. Really haven't got a clue. I also messaged Dave and asked Dave, do you know anybody who wants all these fry? I just thought I was going to lose the lot. Trace did say throw more in the pool. I really don't want under that. If it had come to it, I would have had to. Mason's face when he heard me say get rid of them all, it was good. So obviously I'm now going out to buy another project. So I'll bring you back when I've got the new project. You can't get your breath. I made it an IBC company. I came here last time, so I'm just watching the traffic. Message me, £70 food grade or £90 for a brand new one. So I've turned up now to buy a brand new one. Excuse the camera work, I'm on the main road. The person who's in charge, which is a lady who I met before, she's told me £90 for a brand new IBC tank. Just got to do it and get it out of the way. I've turned up to this lad here, really nice lad, but he's telling me 120 quid. So he's found a bloke and he said £120. I've just showed him the message on Facebook. Food grade, which has been used, 70 quid, which I'm clean, but they've got a real strong smell of mustard. I don't want to risk that. So I said I'll buy the new one, £90, and he's saying no, it's 120 quid. So now I'm coming away now without an IBC tank. It's never ending. Back home with nothing. Took Dave's air pump apart that he loaned me. If you remember when I first had it, the diaphragms went pop. I thought I got water in it. Obviously everything was a mad rush, trying to get things sorted out because of the fish, priority. Just managed to just take it apart, just to see if it is water, see if it's dried out. I don't know whether you can actually see that. The new diaphragms have just collapsed, and I only put them in 19th to the 5th. So that was May. Now what I thought before, I thought there might not have been enough airlines running this, so this might have been overheating or whatever to cause this problem. So what I've done this time, when I put these new ones in, I've run a separate air stone. Even though it was in the tank, it was just releasing air hanging over the side of the tank to release some of the pressure off this, and obviously that's just shot its bolt again. So I've had to order some of them, and we'll take it outside now and see what I'm up to in the yard. Mason's been having a meltdown about his PlayStation 4, I think he's got. Brand new joypad wouldn't work, so I've been up trying to, I'll Google everything now to find out how to do it. Done it, nothing. So you've got another one that he's lost his rag and broke. So I've took his joypads apart. Now the one joypad, obviously he's broke it. I've actually glued them. He snapped both of these. I've glued them back together. The other joypad wouldn't hold a charge, so because he broke this one, as you can see, I've swapped the batteries over. That one's up and running. His brand new joypad will work. The Bluetooth ain't working, so I ain't 100% sure if this little bit there is the Bluetooth. So when I get a chance, I want to swap that over into his new joypad and see if I can get that one working when I get a chance. Never ending. There we are then. My daughter's helped me this morning. All the timber's off it. You can see the post there that I made the workbench out for the filter, or bench, whatever it is for the filter. I said before, baby stuff's all in there. All the timber's in my van. I've got no air running on that now. I've got 5 little baby fish in there. There's nothing I can do about it. The diaphragms have gone in that pump. That's all been disconnected. Now what I need to do now is, I've got no room, so I'm going to have to take that trampoline down. This is the predicament I'm in now. Take the trampoline down, temporary out the way, so I can get this blue wheelie bin onto the slabs there and take all the timber off it. And I can get this wheelie bin cut up, so I can take it to the tip, out the way. And then obviously, whatever I decide to get, I can build it there before I put it back in here. I want to take the lid off that in a minute and show you the crap in there, and it's only been a short period of time. Oh God, and I'm sure there's a couple of fish in there as well that have rotted. The smell is terrible. I've showed you this bit earlier on. The fish are okay. I'm going to have to keep them off the feed though. I am feeding them, but nowhere near as much as I should. I've got the heater up and running. Just catch the carbon. That socket's terrible. Even when I'm mowing the grass, I'm going to tug them out a little bit, just slightly, and the plug goes off. So that's all that happened last night. So the heater had been on. Now it's reading 25.7, but I've got no lid on this at the moment. When we graded them, the size of them beauties in there already. So I'm glad we did throw them. I'm going to take them white ones out. We have got a place where we take them. I'm taking all the white ones out. I'm going to pick all the best ones out there and leave them in there and keep feeding them. As you can see, I've got a little stick there hooking it so it stays still. So they're all hunky-dory. The fish have seen me come up here now, and they're after some food. I nearly tripped over that cable again. They've just seen me now, so they're all coming up for food, look. So I'll give them a bit of food and start taking this trampoline down. As you can see, the trampoline's starting to come down. You can tell by the plants, the wind's starting to blow hooly. Now I've had to disconnect the heater because the cable's too short. It's running downhill to the switch. Obviously this is a fish tank heater, so it's waterproof. So if the rain runs down to the control switch, it's going to blow the control switch, and the chance of that could electrocute the fish. So unfortunately I've had to take the heater out. I've ordered some diaphragms for the air pump. Obviously delivery whenever that turns up, because obviously I wanted the bin over there. I can't put it over there because I've got no air pump to put on it. One of them things. We plod on. Hell, voila! Go try and clean that out now. I'm absolutely in bits. Just left these soaking in the tank water. Get them into under shelter just to stop them overflowing. Not just going to make any difference at all, I suppose. Disconnected the heater. Get them nets down, get them nets in. I could do with some sort of a cover on that. Just stop it overflowing. I'll have a quick search, see if I've got anything suitable. Waiting for diaphragms now. Waiting for reply on that reply on the IBC tank. So what I've got left to do now, I've got to try and get this out of this space and get the timber frame off, but I don't want to start taking this apart here, because if I only get the front off, as you can see with these screws go through here, they'll be doing exactly the same on the opposite direction facing in. So I'm going to get them out, and I'll try and keep this timber in case I need it. Well, I will need it for the IBC. The IBC is a lot smaller. They used to be, I think it was 1100 litres, something like that. And I couldn't remember what he said it was now, but it's a lot smaller than that. Which I was a bit gutted about in one way, because I wanted the water quantity. Obviously better for the fish, more water. But if it had been bigger, these timbers wouldn't have been no good. So I'm going to put a frame around the IBC and clad that in. But I'm absolutely devastated over this bin. Absolutely devastated. Absolutely cracking idea. I'm really glad I went with it. I'm just sad that I don't think about that plug. Never did that, I thought. I've been in and out this bin that many times while I was building it, and it was full of water. I think it was about 6-8 weeks before I even had the fry. And like I say, me standing inside the bin obviously forced it to give up. Well, the weather's put the mockers on the day. Just got to try and find a lid for on top of that bin. That lightning then.